So welcome back to another long-term shoe review update. This is the Hoka Mach 6 and it's got 200 miles in it. Now I say it time and time again, but durability has always been a bit of an issue with me and Hoka. I've not really managed to get a road Hoka shoe over 200 miles. In fact, it was a previous version of the Mach 4 that got over 300 miles, and that was the last one that I saw some decent durability out of. So I'm excited to give you an update on this one, the version 6, tell you how it's doing, show you the wear and tear, how I've been using it, and will I continue to use it moving forward. So if you'd be good enough, guys, please do give this video a like, share it with your friends, of course subscribe to the channel for weekly running content. Let's start with the wear and tear. So in terms of the upper, no different to the previous 100 mile update. It's holding up really well, still extremely comfortable and still looking in good condition. No snags, no tears, no frays, nothing at all. Everything is still feeling really good from the upper front. It has been one of the most comfortable shoes that I've tested this year, and I've said it before, this is definitely up there for a potential shoe of the year candidate. It's all going to come down to durability, and one of my missions this year is to see how many miles I can get in this shoe. So midsole is still, can you believe it? It's still holding up strong. Obviously visually it's got a few wrinkles on it, a few crease marks, but it's the performance that we're talking about here. And it's still, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it's still performing really well. This new supercritical EVA clearly is an upgrade. Not only does it feel better, but durability so far at 200 miles is going really strong. In terms of the outsole, I am starting to see some wear on the shoe, and that is mainly in and around this center section under the midfoot to forefoot area. So I tend to strike midfoot and roll through, and that's exactly where the wear pattern is showing. So if we go up through here, you can see in that center piece there is some chewed up midsole in the middle, and then some of the rubber there, I don't know if it's going to focus well, but basically some of the rubber tread is starting to wear down. But overall, still no grip issues, nothing really to tell you about the back section. It's still holding up really well, all of that's okay. It's just this middle chunk here that's starting to wear down, but I can confirm grip is still good. Now we are obviously in drier conditions at the moment. There is some wet days, and I have been using it in wetter conditions as well because it's the UK and we never get a prolonged spell of nice weather, but most of the runs have been in the drier weather and grip is fine. Hopefully it will continue that way. We'll see what the wear pattern is later down the line. So how have I been using this shoe? How have I got it to 200 miles, and where have I really found its sweet spot to be? Well, I've really dialed it in on that zone 1, zone 2, easy and moderate area. I have now done a workout in it. I've said that a few times on the channel and produced an extra channel video for that one. But since then, I haven't really used it for a workout since. Not for any other reason that I'm really enjoying my Adios Pro 3s for that, a retired racing shoe that I'm racking up the miles in. I find they provide optimal comfort, performance, and they really save the legs when I'm doing those harder workouts. So yes, I haven't really been using it for workouts since then, but I still find it to be really versatile and it can definitely do them. It very much has been a case of those easy and moderate runs. I do now also have the Brooks Hyperion Max 2 in my rotation, which is also taking some of those moderate runs. So it has kind of done more easy than moderate, but overall it's still covering both of those bases, and that's really how it's rocketed up to 200 miles. And so the main question is, will I still continue to use it moving forward? And the answer is absolutely yes. I set myself out a mission when I got this shoe, a little bit like what I've done in the past with the Nova Blast, where I just want to put as many miles in this thing. I want to run it into the ground, and I've only done that with a handful of shoes over the time, and that tends to be the Brooks Hyperion Tempo and the Brooks Hyperion Max. I've taken those through to retirement. I've run loads of miles in my previous Nova Blast, not the most recent version, wasn't my favorite, but 1, 2 and 3 I've taken to at least 300, 400, 500 miles in each version. And this one, I want to take it to the point of failure as well. I think, as I said, durability is such a thing with Hoka shoes. The standard EVA midsole has been a real disappointment in the past. It provides comfort and cushioning for a short period of time. But this supercritical EVA, yes, it's still EVA, but I feel like it's breaking out there a little bit. And I think if I can get well over 300 miles in this one, I hear a lot of their shoes are now using this supercritical EVA foam, then it's going to be a good test to see that they're moving in the right direction. And at the moment, it still feels as comfortable and as bouncy as it did. It might have lost the tiniest bit of responsiveness, but it's barely noticeable. I'm still really enjoying it, and it's still providing the comfort that I need. And I think for me at the moment, with the other shoes in my rotation, it's predominantly going to be an easy day shoe with a sprinkling of Zone 2. And there's one more thing I want to mention at the end of this video, and it's simply going to be the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 compared to the Mach 6. I've done a video on it. I've talked about it on multiple occasions. In terms of comparisons, I've always said in the past that I preferred this one. This one had the edge, and then I compared it also to the Adidas SL2 and did a video on that one. And I said, as much as the Adidas SL2 is a brilliant shoe and I really do enjoy it, this one still has the edge for me. Do I still stand by what I say? Because you guys know, when you start to run in a shoe and you start to bed it in, things can sometimes change or not. And I'm happy to say that nothing has changed on that front. I still rate this shoe above both of those two shoes. Now, I know some people are just not a fan of the brand in general, but I do feel like if you're dabbling in the market for her, and obviously no one's paying me to say this, I bought this shoe with my own money. But if you're thinking about dabbling in the world of Hoka shoes and you want to try out a shoe, I really wouldn't look past testing out the Mach 6 as a first option. They're on the more affordable end of the spectrum. You can get them from other retailers and often find discounts. And I think it's a really good option for you because it's so versatile. And again, after 200 miles, I still stand by the fact that I prefer it over the Endorphin Speed 4 and the Adidas SL2. And for me, that's quite the endorsement. So there we go. That's my update on the Hoka Mach 6 after 200 miles. Let's see if we can get it to 300 before it fails. If it gets over 300, I will be absolutely buzzing because it will be pretty much in the territory that the previous version was. And for me, I know a lot of you guys out there for your daily trainers love to get sort of 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000 miles. Some of you I hear report, or in kilometers, you know, way more than that. And that's fine. Like, there are some shoes like the Pegasus, like the Nova Blast, that are built for that sort of mileage. I just don't think these things are built for that sort of mileage. So for me, if I can get over 300 miles, and I paid, what did I pay, like £115 after discount, 120 or something like that, then I will be absolutely buzzing because they've served me well, they've been really enjoyable, extremely comfortable, and yeah, without sounding cheesy, some good memories in these shoes. So there we go, we'll wrap it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please do consider giving it a like, share it with your friends, and of course subscribe to the channel for weekly running content, and I'll see you on the next one.